The Zone.
Can you get me a little typeset?
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
You're tired.
Well, the lunchtime whistle and the morning's finally done. I'm jumping in my car, I'm gonna have a little fun. The Doghouse Network's on my radio dial. Big Dog's taking care of business for a while. If you're listening to another station I don't understand, 'cause nobody does it like Thom Abraham.
Give us a call, Steve.
He's a northern-bred, southern-fed, slick-talking guy. Listeners in his posse are the junkyard dogs. The SEC from Tennessee to calling them hogs. From Gainesville up to Lexington to the Titan Tiger Land, nobody does it like Thom Abraham.
I guess I'm on here. Am I on? Can somebody respond?
It's the holiest day of the week, the Friday trifecta.
Oh, yes, my friends. It is that day. The High Holy Sports Day. Football Friday. And that means football music throughout the show. Marching bands, theme songs, and, of course, this little ditty here, the original Monday Night Football. By the way, I got another oldie but goodie for you. I don't know where I got it from. It's the original NBC NFL music. It's Paulie the Cape playing the guitar for us live. Oh, it's so good. Friday Trifecta is on tap. Bunch of guys got on the board last week. I got to be honest with you. It must have been one of the easiest trifectas that we have put out there. I hope you picked up a few shekels on that one. I mean, those of you to partake, I hope that you picked up a few shekels on that Friday Trifecta last week, because I think like 6 guys hit the thing, including the bonus was easy. I mean, the bonus was the Buckhorn Hazelgreen game. I say it was easy. The game wasn't easy. The game was in the, Buckhorn won that game, 28-21. I mean, that game was close throughout, but everybody had picked Buckhorn pretty much. I think one person. I don't even think the Hazelgreen guy, LSU Lynch, LSU Trojan. No, wait a minute. Trojan Lynch. I don't even think Trojan Lynch picked Hazelgreen in that one. I may be lying. I might not have. I might be wrong about that. All right. So we got your trifecta for you. And this has got to be one of the most anticipated Saturdays of the season. This is all college today. I went all college today. I know what said. I'm sorry, Paulie. You went probably got some Dolphins in there or something like that. I went all college. There's too many good college games. I left Florida State Clemson out of this thing. All college. It's just how good it is. I added a twist. I added a little twist at the end of this. There's an extra point on the board for those of you. So you could get 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points in this one. There's an extra bonus point on the board. If you get the trifecta right, if you get either of the two bonuses right, you pick up a point. If you get them both, you pick up 2. So you can get 3 points on the board. The lead is 3. So you could not even be on the board right now. I mean, it's obviously so early. But you could not even be on the board right now. By the end of the day, you could be in the lead. Or at least by the end of the weekend, you could be in the lead. Let's get right to it. I got to put it in there because it's all anyone wants to talk about across the country. We have to put it in there.
In one fight, we all fight.
They chose me.
Dion and the Colorado Buffs get 21.5 at Oregon. Duck. It's my duck. What did I tell you? Auburn.
Are you guys going to put us in with 3 losses in the playoff?
War Eagle.
They are getting 7.5 at Texas A&M.
A&M bought every player.
Ole Miss.
They had 6 first-rounders. We had 2 draft picks.
Okay, thanks a lot for pissing them off.
Gets 6.5 at Alabama.
What the hell's going on?
Roll all over their ass.
Yeah. We'd like to know the same thing, Coach. And in our tiebreaker, in our bonus one, our tiebreaker, Ohio State.
You know what? I hate to do this, but I'll take the Suckeyes.
Are minus 3.5. That's right. They're favored. They're minus 3.5 at Notre Dame.
Rudy was offside.
A flag is thrown. Is he offside?
Offside.
Yeah, he was offside. He jumped. And here's your additional bonus. What game will have the bigger audience? Both games simultaneously at 2:30. Who will have the bigger audience? Dion.
He's forgotten more things than I may ever accomplish.
Got that right, Dion. Or Nick Saban.
I have a tremendous amount of respect for Deion Sanders.
Those guys go head-to-head, 2:30. Dion in Colorado on ABC. Alabama on CBS. Which game nationally, not here, we know obviously here, which game nationally is going to have the biggest audience? So in other words, probably Tuesday we'll get the audience numbers and we'll say 6 million people watch this game and 4 million people watch that game. And I'll be honest with you, a typical CBS Saturday 2:30 game gets around 4 or 5 million. It usually wins the weekend. That Colorado game against Colorado State got 9 million. But that doesn't mean that this one, in the middle of the day, against, remember, part of the reason why that game got 9 million, there was no other games on, basically. I mean, it was the only game. Now it's in the middle of the afternoon going up against Alabama and Ole Miss. So there you go. The only way to play is by calling in or by hitting the text window. And hour number 1 is wide open for you. Call 256-576-4977. That'll get you in. Pack those lines up. We have had as many as 7 on hold, I think, in the past. So now that you've got it, go ahead and get in. Alabama fan, Auburn fan. I mean, this is a good one. It's a good one. You could text the show, 7329TA show. Texts are already coming in. And I've seen a couple of them already working. Danny T is in. Jason from Harvest is in. So you can get in at a text window. How do they know about it? Because it's posted right there on my X feed at Thom Abraham Show and on the station's X feed at 97.7 ESPN. Remember, you can go to the Facebook page at 97.7 ESPN and get a link to our YouTube channel, WZZN TV, and watch the show on TV. 97.7ESPN.com has links to all of that stuff. All right? And while you're at it, get the app, because that's where you can find a link to our alternate streaming channels for more great programming. 4 more channels there on the app. We got another big night of high school football coming up for you this week. 4 games on our network. Sparkman is hosting Grissom on the air and on the primary feed with the Abraham boys on that one. Sparkman is very, very good. On Zone 2 is Madison Academy at Danville. Madison Academy is very, very good. Steve Moulton and Glenn Laird on that. Over on 3, Randolph and Westminster in what has become a nice rivalry game. Bailey Lowry and Drew DeArmond have that one for you. And on Zone 5, John McGough and I have the game of the week from Joe Davis Stadium. That would be Wick's Family Field at Joe Davis Stadium. No, yeah, Wick's family put up some dough, you know what I mean? I want to not give them the love. Anyway, we'll be down at the Joe. Bob Jones and Huntsville High. It's a big 7A game in as much as that, 4 teams from 7A Region 4 will make the playoffs. And Sparkman and Florence and James Clemens are all 2-0 already. Bob Jones and Huntsville High are 1-1. Those other three are going. Austin, I don't know, they're 0-2. Those other three are going, though. And so you want to get to, somebody's going to get to 2-1 tonight, while those others are going to 3-0. I'm not saying that this is an elimination game, or I'm not even saying that the winner of this game is going to make the playoffs. All I'm saying is it's better to come out of this game 2-1 than 1-2. Coming up at the top of the one, Lee Sterling is back from ParamountSports.com with a look at the big games this week. That XMOV model from the Atlantic, which is very, very accurate. They got this formula. They crunch all these numbers. They put the games in. They crunch all this information, and they spit out a number, and then they compare that number to the line. And then you look for line value, what they call line value. Like, is there a discrepancy in their number, what the computer spits out, and what the actual line is? Because the line has a motion in there and, all of that kind of stuff, whereas the computer doesn't. It just, this is what the computer says is going to happen. Got some interesting numbers relative to SEC games this weekend. In other words, they show that A&M should be at 5.5 over Auburn. The line is 7.5. 2 points is a big deal in that particular case. So that's line value to Auburn. LSU, for example, is shown by the computers as a 15.5, where the line is actually 17.5. But the biggest value on the board, get this, their model has Alabama minus 11.5. The line's only 6.5. That's almost double. That is really odd. That is they listed all 100, they're all 130 teams, what is that? All 65 games. They listed all 65 games, and the biggest line value in any of them is Alabama, because it's a 5.5 point or 5 point difference from the line. I don't know if I'm down with that. I've already picked Ole Miss and beat the Big Dog. Not to win the game, but to keep it close. Pac-12 and Mountain West continue to discuss how they can get together, while Boise State Athletic Director Michael Walsh has floated out an idea for a 24-team super conference that is split in two, like 12 teams and 12 teams, and it involves relegation. The Grizz would love this. This is relegation, where like the bottom teams would drop out of the upper division and into the lower division, and the upper division would be worthy of Power 5 consideration, which, to be honest with you, I don't see that, because there's still a bunch of G5 teams with Washington State and Oregon State in there. There's still a bunch of you could say anything you want to say. The bottom line is there's still group of 5 teams. You could put them all in a Pac-12 and say, hey, the Pac-12 is a power conference. Well, no. If you put all it, look at the Big 12. Big 12, I mean, right now they're calling it the Super 4 or Power 4. That's not the Power 4. It's the Power 3, maybe. It's really the Power 2, but let's give the ACC their due. It's really probably the Power 3. Right now it's the Power 3. The Big 12, I'm talking about for next year. Once Texas and Oklahoma are gone, the Big 12 is a glorified AAC. It's the American. Look at the Big 12, what's left of it. And certainly, with only 2 teams in the Pac-2, just because a bunch of Mountain West teams joined the Pac-12 doesn't make that a power conference. It's just a name. Not all of a sudden San Diego State is a Power 5 team? No, they're not. But this idea of relegation is kind of cool. So you'd have 12 teams, and then you'd have 12 teams in the second division, and then the big division, the upper division, the first division would be a Power 5 conference, and then like 2 teams that are the worst, they would drop down, and then the 2 teams that were the best in the lower division would jump up, and it doesn't matter. I mean, if Boise State's replacing San Jose State, it doesn't matter. They all of a sudden become a Power 5 team. Get out of here. It's funny, but get out of here. Former Alabama A&M coach and Huntsville native Ron Cooper is in the headlines. Did you see this? He's the coach at Long Island. I didn't even know Long Island had a team. Anyway, he's the coach at Long Island who played Baylor last week. And he has a quarterback that throws the ball kind of underhanded. Did you see the video? I posted the video at my my ex the Twitter thing. I posted, the kid throws the ball. He's a lefty. You know, lefties are goofy anyway. I know I'm a lefty. But he drops down and he throws the ball. Sidearm doesn't do it justice. He drops down and literally throws it. Looks like underhand. Kind of flicks the ball underhand. He's got a big arm. Ron Cooper said, give me that kid. I posted a video. It's the goofiest thing I've seen in a while. And Big John sent me a fascinating post from Jay Kuda listing the NFL's last 162 games baseball standing style. It's fantastic. Baseball standings. If the NFL played 162 games, which that would take a while. But the NFL 162 games baseball standing style. The Falcons are 25 games behind the Saints at 72 and 90. Falcons are not the Braves, okay? The Saints are 97 and 65, and they have a 16.5 game lead over the Panthers if it was baseball. 100-win teams, the Chefs, 116 wins. They have a 37-game lead over the Broncos. The Patriots with 109 wins, 16-game lead over the Bills. The Seahawks with 102 wins, 102 and 59. They have an 18.5 game lead over the Rams. And the Packers with 100 wins, 100 wins, 60 losses, 2 ties, a 10-game lead over the Vikings. The most competitive division, the NFC East. The Cowboys with 95 wins and 67 losses have a 1.5 game lead over the Eagles, 93, 68. And 1. And believe it or not, the Commanders at 65 and 95 have a better record than the Giants at 62 and 99. The worst record in the league is the Jags at 50 and 112. The Colts in the AFC South at 83, 78 and 1, 5.5 game lead over the Titans. 162 games. Fascinating. Thank you, Big John. I thought that was interesting. You know what else is interesting is that little guy over there in the glass room with the slanted ceiling, playing the Platters That Matter and the Stacks of Wax and just living large on a Friday, pulling for his Grissom Tigers tonight against Sparkman. That ought to go well.
Who in the blue hell are you?
I'm the producer of the show. If I didn't step up, you're nowhere. I put the thing together on a polish.
Brilliant!
I've got $100 smoking in my billfold. I know I ought to save it, but it's burning a hole right through my pocket and into my skin. Come Monday morning, I'll be broke again. It's finally Friday, I'm free again. I got my motor running for a wild weekend. It's finally Friday, I'm out of control. Forget the working blues and let the time roll.
Down goes Grissom.
Someone call someone because there's a clean up on aisle 3 as a man is down.
It's like taking poison, like rat poison.
It's not St. Patty's Day, so that's a different day entirely.
Chris, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing about as good as a Falcons fan can be and a Grissom fan and everything like that. So, appreciate it. Yeah.
Alabama fan and an Auburn fan.
Dismal.
Auburn
it's been
Tigers.
dismal this morning. I've just been listening to quite a few Alabama people just, not looking forward to tomorrow.
Get out of here. We're going to stomp a mud hole in those guys. Get your popcorn ready. Just get out of here with that. I'm so tired of hearing it. You know what? Just win football games. Just go out and win football.
Looking forward to basketball
Saturday,
season.
Yeah. It's time to move on. What a Saturday, though. I mean, when you think about it, what a Saturday. I mean, you got the nooner. You started up with the 11 o'clock game, noon Eastern. You got Florida State and Clemson, and what an opportunity for the Seminoles now. What an opportunity for Clemson, really, to because right now I can't remember the last time Clemson was an underdog at home. I cannot remember the last time. We'd have to put a crack research team on it. I don't know the last time Clemson was a dog at home. The last time Florida State won Clemson was in 2013, and that was the year they won the national championship by beating Auburn. So, that's great. And then, of course, you got the 2:30 game.
So,
yeah.
From what I read, from what I see right here,
yeah,
the Tigers most recently closed a 1-point home underdog to Louisville in 2016.
So that's they carried a 7 years ago.
Where they won 42-36.
So 7 years ago they were a dog, and they won the game. And then at 2:30, let me ask you this. I mean, there are commercials still during the game. During the Ole Miss Alabama game, will you jump over and watch Colorado Oregon as well?
To be honest with you, I'll probably have two TVs on at the same time having both games.
Really?
Yeah,
you're that
fancy.
guy.
I'm fancy. Yeah.
I didn't realize you were that guy.
You got to account for those people that have more than one TV that can do it.
I'm not
or
that
simulcast.
guy.
If you have YouTube TV, you can simulcast.
I have 4 or 5 of them around the property, but they're not. I don't have 2 in the same room. If I had 2 in the same room, that might be the end of me. Because my wife actually likes this house to be decorated like a house. You know what I mean? Not like a. Now in the studio, I could maybe do that.
Yeah,
she
probably
already
a man cave as it is. So
the studio is a man cave, so she would. She doesn't care. I mean, I could have, but I just don't have any more room to put another. I got a 40 in here. I got the 60 downstairs. I got the 40 in here. I've got no room. Oh, it's a 47 actually. I've got no room to put another one. To be honest,
nice little
crap out of
get you a nice little 19-inch or 27-inch little flat screen. Put it on the edge of your on your desk.
So listen to this.
Like that.
Listen to this. A very good friend of mine, a guy I really like, and would very much enjoy hanging around with. In fact, I'd love to share a boat with him for some day. Go out fishing with him. Good buddy of mine. I won't say his name. I'm not going to say his name. Good buddy of mine called me about a half an hour ago, and he says, "Hey, I just freed up. I have 1 ticket in the suite." He said, "In the suite, stocked suite, available tomorrow. You want to go to the game with me?"
Just say yeah.
My wife's coming in tonight.
Tell her you got work.
Are you kidding me? My wife is coming in tonight. She'll be in after when I get home from doing the Bob Jones Huntsville High game. She'll be here. I'll wake up in the morning and say, "Hey, honey, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. I'm going to the game." I mean, are you kidding me? I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I paused. I paused.
Better to ask for forgiveness.
I paused.
Just leave.
He says, you want to go to the game? I paused and I thought about it for a second. I'm like, what am I even thinking about this for? My wife's coming home tonight after 2 weeks she's been gone.
Yeah.
I mean, are you kidding? I mean, it would be mind blowing. I don't think that I could do that, because then when I got back home from the game, it would,
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'd be coming home to. I mean, I don't even think she'd leave me the dog. I mean, just everything would be gone.
No, she'd leave the dog. She'd definitely leave the dog.
No, she would not leave the dog. She would take her dog and she would go. It's her dog. I don't think she would. I don't think she would even.
Though. That's the thing about once a dog comes into the house.
My dog.
That dog
so much.
loves the man. It loves.
And she's been gone for
the dad
especially
of
if
the group.
Especially if it's a female dog.
Yeah.
And she's been gone 2 weeks, my wife, and I think my dog is almost forgotten. Now I tried to tell her today. I said, "Hey, Mama's coming home tonight." I don't think she understands. I'm trying to tell her, "Hey, Mom's coming tonight," and I don't think she understands. What's going on. So I'll be gone at the game. The dog will be in the house, and then Al's going to walk in probably at some particular point in time. And then I'll get home tonight late, and then tomorrow morning we'll get up and, yeah.
I didn't know that. We didn't even know that.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. And then what is it going to be like? Hey, I'm going to the game.
See you later.
No, that ain't happening. It ain't happening. I'm sorry. I can't do that. I can't do it. I'm sorry. All right, let's get a break, and we'll come back. We'll start banging the calls. We've got 1, 2, 3 on. I'm not happy with that. We need more. All right, I expect to have more on when we return. We'll hit them next right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Cashback back is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cash back app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FRIEND to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FRIEND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FRIEND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
There's nothing like the freedom you feel when you're on the water in your own boat from Freedom Marine in Guntersville. New or used, Freedom Marine has just the boat to make your time on the water the best it can be. Pontoons, fishing, ski boats, you name it. And all season long, Freedom Marine is giving away 4 packs of Alabama football tickets. Just log on the Freedom Marine Facebook page and like, share, and comment to be eligible. New and used boats, outboard sales, financing, service, and parts. It's Freedom Marine. Highway 431 in Guntersville and online at freedommarincenter.com.
Don't let your back or neck pain get in the way. Get back to doing the things you love with the spine and neuro team from Huntsville Hospital. As the most experienced in the area, we have been improving lives in North Alabama for more than 50 years. Whether your favorite fishing hole is on Wilson Lake in the Shoals, Flint Creek, or Lake Guntersville, Spine and Neuro is nearby to get you back to your best. Visit us online at spineandneuro.com to learn more.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
The Huntsville Sports Commission is responsible for bringing high-level sports entertainment to the Rocket City. In 2023, enjoy events like the CCSA Beach Volleyball Championships, Hometown Lenders Championship, UCI Paracycling Road World Cup, and so much more. To learn more about upcoming events and the Huntsville Sports Commission, visit huntsvillesports.com. The Huntsville Sports Commission. We do sports.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. If you've been injured and need a lawyer right now, and pick up the phone to call, you know, one you've seen on a billboard or on TV begging for your business, do you know who you really get?
I'm attorney Jennifer Lackey. You want to talk to your lawyer. You don't want to reach a call center, not in some office 100 miles away. With the Lackey Law Firm, that never happens. My clients talk to me.
And me. I'm attorney Justin Lackey. We're the ones that you talk to. We're the ones that you meet with.
And we're the ones who handle your personal injury case. You want to talk to me? You just call me.
And we'll take care of it. You worry about getting well. We'll take care of the rest.
The Lackey Law Firm.
And I'll go you one better. If you can't come to us, we'll come to you.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4-RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
You'll love the expanded wine selection at Liquor Express. From special occasion to everyday table wines, they've got what you need. Meet your friends at the largest tap wall in Alabama with 105 rotating selections. Then take home a growler full of your favorite or choose from our 1,000 canned or bottled beers. Need help stocking your bar or planning your party? Liquor Express has a knowledgeable, professional in-house staff that can assist you with anything from your bar to the planning of your special event. Visit liquorexpress.net for tasting specials, giveaways, and classes.
Next time you're online looking for landscaping inspiration, open Instagram and check out Southern Gent Landscaping. They can help make your yard your dream outdoor oasis. Southern Gent Landscaping can handle it all, from landscape maintenance and installation to irrigation and hardscapes, even AstroTurf. Turn your yard into a landscape you'll be proud to show off. Call Southern Gent Landscaping at 256-509-6088. 509-6088. Southern Gent Landscaping. Professional landscaping performed with satisfaction guaranteed.
Hi, this is Eli Gold, inviting you to start your day with Talkin' Ball with Scott Tyson and Drew DeArmond. Plus, listen daily for the Crimson Tide Today. Your home of Alabama Crimson Tide sports is 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Welcome back, Tom Abraham Show. I don't mean to start trouble, but Matt sent me a picture in the text window, and I got to be honest with you, this makes a lot of sense. And I don't know how to put this picture up because I'm not talented enough. He needs to send this to me as a JPEG or something. I put a link to it up. I think it'll pop up if you go to my X feed. You might be able to see it there. But he said that I'm convinced when Buckhorn first did antlers on their helmets, whoever put these on couldn't figure out how they go on, and they put the antlers on upside down, and they look like sad horns or a weeping willow. Turn the program around, turn the horns around. And he sent me what they would look like if they were reversed and how they would actually look like antlers. Oh my gosh. He's right, Grizz. Have you seen it? Go to my X feed, click on the link, and it'll pop up. Oh my gosh, he's right. He's right. The way they are now do not look like antlers. They go downward. The way that he's showing, he said, I will personally volunteer to fix every helmet on the team. Same decals put on properly. Dude is 1,000% right. To be totally honest with you, he is right. You got to be kidding me. Do you see the picture, Grizz?
You said you posted on your X?
Yeah, go on my X.
I don't see it.
All right, go on my.
I was looking.
All right, go on my X. It says, so this makes sense, right? No, Bucks football.
It didn't pop
you got
up
to
on my
click on.
thing.
It's my last post, and you got to click on where it says photos, google.com, search. You click on it, the picture will pop up of the helmet.
I'm getting the requested URL was not found on this server.
Oh, my gosh.
Embed
All
problems.
right, Matt, send that to me as a JPEG so I can save it properly and put it up. I need to put that on my X. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely right. Absolutely correct. All right, let's get a Friday trifecta going. Waiting patiently, the good pig himself, Paulie in the Cape. Paulie, welcome to the show. How are you?
Good afternoon, Tom. I am ready. Just to let you know, I made a quick 100 last night on the 49er game. And then I hope your listeners are wanting to make 50 or 100 bucks. The prop bet, 2.5 over Smythe, the receiving catches, over 2.5. He did it last week. He'll do it again this week.
For who?
For Smythe, the tight end for the Dolphins.
Oh, the tight end, Smythe, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He's averaging three catches.
The 49ers was a pretty easy pick last night, I thought, but the Giants hung in there for a minute, and it looked like, oh, gosh, and then the 49ers pulled away from them. I wonder there was a prop on Daniel Jones over or under 35.5 yards rushing, and I thought that would be a good over. I don't think he went over that. Chris, check out Daniel Jones's rushing last night in the game. I don't think he went over.
I made the prop bet on McCaffrey going over 80.5, and he got 86. And then I took the first half. They covered the 7.
That's a
he
good
had
job.
2 rushes for 5 yards.
Oh, my gosh. And it was 35 yards rushing. All right, let me get you in here because we're stacking these guys up. Colorado gets 21.5 at Oregon.
I'll take Colorado.
In one fight, we all fight. They chose me.
Ole Miss gets 6.5 at Alabama.
I'm done betting on Alabama. They should bounce back. I'll go one more time at Alabama, but no, I'll stop betting on the college because all this transfer portal is starting to make teams a little more even.
What the hell's going on?
Auburn gets 7.5 at A&M.
Wow. I'll take Auburn.
Are you guys going to put us in with 3 losses in the playoff?
Ohio State is minus 3.5 at Notre Dame.
Who cares?
Who cares? Ohio State, Notre Dame. It's the biggest game of the weekend in terms of the 2 top 10 teams.
I'm going to guarantee that's going to be the weakest game of the week on that Saturday. That'll be the weakest, boringest game. I guarantee it.
Really?
I guarantee it. Why did you even pick this one for the trifecta?
Because it's like 2 top 10 teams.
Who cares?
All right, what do you got?
Who cares?
Who are you taking?
You know what?
Who
Since I'm Roman Catholic, I'm going to have to go with Notre Dame.
Rudy was offside.
A flag is thrown. Is he offsides, though? Offside.
All right, and then on our double bonus, which game will have a higher audience nationally? Which game will have a higher audience nationally? Going head-to-head, Colorado on ABC or Alabama on CBS?
But who's playing Oregon, right?
Oregon. Colorado at Oregon or Ole Miss at Alabama, national.
Who's on ABC?
Colorado at Oregon. Alabama and Ole Miss are on CBS.
Yeah, everybody can't get that channel in, so I'll go with ABC.
He's forgotten more things than I may ever accomplish.
What do you mean everybody can't get that channel?
Am I right?
CBS.
You always have to get the extra long antenna to get CBS in on channel 2.
They sell bunny ears for $10 at Walmart.
7 came in with no problem.
Extra long antenna.
They
What
sell,
the hell are you talking about?
They sell bunny ears at Walmart for $10.
I'm talking about old school time. I'm going with old school with the foil on the antenna to get the
Who's
channel
using an antenna to get CBS? You live in Cape Coral. What is your CBS? It isn't 2, is it? CBS is 5 there. 5 is channel 5.
I'm just going with the old channel setting. Number 2, 4 was NBC, 7 was ABC. Come on. Don't get amnesia about that. Come on.
We had 2 was NBC, 4 was CBS, and 5 was ABC. That's what I had when I was.
And what time was that in?
That was upstate New York, Rochester.
Oh, there you go.
Rochester.
Upstate.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Next year was 8, 10, and 13. I take that back. 8 was NBC, 10 was CBS, and 13 was ABC. And 31 was our
New
PBS
York City, in Manhattan, it was 2 was CBS, 4 was NBC, 7 was ABC, Channel 9 was WOR. Remember that one?
And then Channel 11, WPIX. What about WPIX?
11,
Channel 11.
And 13, remember? And then the UFA channel, 56.
Yeah, but nobody is using an antenna with foil on it. You're making your decision based on you can't get CBS because you need an antenna with a foil?
Exactamundo.
All right, Paulie. Appreciate you. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Grizz, you got your foil ready so you can watch the game on CBS? Killing me. Jason from Huntsville. Jason, welcome to the show. How are you? Jason's in Huntsville. Jason, welcome to the show. Jason, you there? Did we lose him, Chris?
Hey.
Hey. Who's this? This Jason? Say it again.
Huntsville.
Jason in Huntsville. His phone is his phone breaking up? That's so weird. All I keep hearing him say is Huntsville. Grizz is like, what's going on
now?
There? I always hear the second half of what you say. I just heard you say, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Hear you clearly.
Isn't that weird, Grizz? We're just like hearing the second half of what he says. Isn't that strange? All right, I don't know. I'll tell you what, Jason, circle back, call back in, cut him loose, Grizz, and circle back, and we'll put your rate up. Bill the blacksmith is next. Bill, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Big Tom? That's Phil the blacksmith.
Oh, Phil the blacksmith. I'm sorry, my bad. Phil the blacksmith. Hey, Phil, it's been a minute. I remember, yeah.
Yes, sir. It's football season. So.
Yeah, it is, man. It is. You got that right. You want to get in?
Yes, sir.
Colorado is plus 21.5 at Oregon.
Give me Colorado.
In one fight, we all fight. They chose me.
Ole Miss is plus 6.5 at Alabama.
Ole Miss.
Okay, thanks a lot for pissing him off.
Auburn is plus 7.5 at A&M.
A&M.
A&M bought every player.
Ohio State minus 3.5 at Notre Dame.
Probably going to go wrong on this. I'm going to say Notre Dame.
Rudy was offside.
All right, and what game will get more viewership? ABC's Colorado-Oregon game or CBS, which apparently you need to have an antenna with a foil on it to get CBS, according to Paulie. CBS with the Alabama-Ole Miss game. National audience. Who has a bigger audience?
I'm going to say prime time on this one because everybody wants to see what's going to happen. So.
Wow. Got you in, man. That's it. He's talking about Prime.
He's forgotten more things than I may ever accomplish.
Prime loves him some Nick Saban. All right, Phil, good to hear from you. Yeah, go ahead.
I think the Prime's going to die out in about 2 years, but at Colorado, that is. So.
It might die out in about 2 weeks after they get done playing Oregon and USC, but we'll see.
You may be right. But I appreciate it, big dog.
I appreciate it. All right, Grizz, is this Jason 2 or the Jason that we were having a problem with? Another Jason? We just call him another Jason? All right, another Jason is up. Jason, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, this is a Redneck Romeo.
Oh, it's the Redneck Romeo. Why didn't you tell him that when you called in? You got to let him know that.
I want to change my name to like the Hugh Freeze Escort Unlimited thing.
Yeah, that might not be really good.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna try and give Hugh. We're gonna try and give Hugh some grace. I have decided to give Hugh. Oh, is that the name of your fantasy team?
Yeah.
Or no? Oh, okay. That's good for your fantasy team, but for your calling it, I am trying to give Hugh Freeze some grace. I have decided myself that I need to move on, and I'm going to assume that Hugh Freeze has asked forgiveness for his sins of the past, and I am not going to. I don't know what a man's heart, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut Hugh Freeze a little slack on that there. All right, here we go. Go ahead.
Okay. I was getting ready, and you should, because I can remember when Paul Feinbaum interviewed him during the escort scandal, and he said, "He left his wife a love note under a pillow every night."
You make me hate him even more. Colorado gets 21.5 at Oregon.
I'm gonna go Oregon.
Ole Miss gets 6.5 at Bama.
Hey, Alabama's going to cover about 21.
What the hell's going on?
Auburn gets 7.5 at A&M.
Let's go A&M.
A&M bought every player.
Not helping them yet. Ohio State's minus 3.5 at Notre Dame.
Let's go Ohio State.
You know what? I hate to do this, but I'll take the Suckeyes.
And who has a bigger audience at same exact time, 2:30 Central Time, Prime or Nick Saban for their games?
Hey, I got one question. Does the audience change during the ball game? Like if Oregon goes up 28-0 in the first quarter,
yeah, exactly.
It'll be Alabama game.
Yeah, it'll be based on the total 3-hour average. You know what I mean? So if one game becomes a blowout or the other, it'll shift. So whatever the total average is for average viewership for the 3-hour window.
I'm going to Alabama.
I have a tremendous amount of respect for Deion Sanders.
All right, we got you in, man.
All right, thank you.
Good job from him. All right. I don't know what happened with the other Jason. Be honest with you, that was the weirdest thing, Grizz.
He was waiting to get on, so when we came back from break, you were talking to Paulie. So right when you were going to put Paulie on, his phone cut out. So then I noticed that he went out. So I put Redneck Romeo, or Hugh Freeze, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I put him on to and then Jason called back in, put him on hold, And then right when Paulie hung up, I tried to transfer him. Then JR called, who we have on next. And so that screwed up the whole phone system thing. And so like when you're pressing it in, I put him in, but it sounded like, it just sounded like we were having connection issues mostly. It could have been on our end, honestly.
And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at JR and I'm thinking that's Jason Jr. I didn't realize that JR was JR.
Nope, that's why I put JR below the team name. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get JR in here then. JR, welcome to the show. How are you?
What's going on, guys? How are you?
Fantastic.
Try not to lose my mind.
Yeah. It's all right.
All right. Let's go with Colorado.
You're going to take Colorado plus 21.5.
In one fight, we all fight. They chose me.
They chose me. They didn't choose the university. They chose me. Ole Miss gets 6.5 at Alabama.
I'm going to go Alabama.
What the hell's going on?
Auburn gets 7.5 at A&M.
Definitely taking Auburn.
Are you guys going to put us in with 3 losses in the playoff?
Ohio State is minus 3.5 at Notre Dame.
I hate this game.
Now, do you hate the game or you hate the game? It's hard to pick. You hate the game.
Well, I just don't like neither one of those teams, to be honest.
Oh, okay. So you won't be watching on Saturday night? You're not going to watch a primetime game between Ohio State and Notre freaking Dame on Saturday night?
No, call me crazy. Absolutely
You are
not.
crazy.
I'll probably be watching the UFC fight. Absolutely.
Oh, really? So you're not going to watch Penn State and Iowa? Okay.
I'm a SEC guy, brother. I'm going to be honest with you.
So you're not going to watch South Carolina and Mississippi State? Who are they playing? Mississippi State? South Carolina, Mississippi State. You're not watching that game?
All right, I tell you what. Let's go Ohio State.
Going to take Ohio State.
You know what? I hate to do this, but I'll take the Suckeyes.
All right. You got them. All right. Who will get a bigger audience? Deion or Saban on Saturday? The 2 games are at the exact same time. Deion is on ABC. Saban is on CBS.
Are you a believer? Do you believe now? I'm going with prime time.
Going to take prime.
He's forgotten more things than I may ever accomplish.
He's done a hell of a job. They're going to get whacked this week, though, I think.
They're going to get whacked. But, hey, we got to remember, Bo Nix fumbled a lot at Auburn.
Yeah.
So the old Bo Nix could show up. You never know.
The scary part for Colorado is with Travis Hunter out, they're down 2 starters. You know what I mean? We don't look at it that way, but they are down 2 starters. They're down their best player on both sides of the ball. Shadur Sanders offensively maybe, but they're down 2 players in that game. So, but we'll see. We'll see. It'll be a great story
I
if
want
they
to
can.
ask you one quick question right fast, because I was out of town. I didn't get to listen to the show at the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
Do you think that player should have got ejected for suspended for a couple games?
No, so ejected from that game, but not suspended for anything. He should have been ejected from that game. That was a dirty hit. I call that a dirty hit. That was a late dirty hit, and he should have been jacked from the game, which would have maybe calmed down some of the other stuff later on. But he should not have been suspended beyond that. I mean, but that was bad. That was a bad hit.
Got you. All right. Hey, I really appreciate you, man. You guys are doing great.
All right, man. Thanks. I'll tell you what wasn't a dirty hit. The hit on the quarterback last night that they called a late hit against Brock Purdy, little Brock Purdy. When the guy came in from the Giants, the defensive lineman from the Giants came in, and he made a perfect form tackle on Brock Purdy just as he was releasing the ball, and he finished the tackle. He went right down, and he landed on top of him. That hold all his weight on the guy. And I don't know what you do, Grizz. Are you supposed to levitate?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be in midair?
Softly lay them down. You can't fall on them.
Let me tell you something. And I don't like going this
double
down this
leg
path.
all the way through.
I don't like going down this path, but I'm going to go down this path.
Yeah.
That flag was thrown by the referee in the game. Okay? Little Hockley. That was a big hit on a small quarterback. If that was a different quarterback, I don't think that call gets made. I think that it was so violent, it was right in front of Little Hockley. It happened right in front of him. It was such a clean tackle. It was one of those things where you go, ooh, where's my flag?
Oh, yeah.
I got to throw my flag. I don't think he had the stomach for that hit. All right, that's what I think. I don't think he had the stomach for that. It was a clean hit. It was right in the body. It wasn't high. It wasn't low. It was right in the midsection. He drove the guy down, and I'm telling you right now, and I don't want to make this racial. I'm going to say he's a little guy. I don't want to make this racial. But if that was one of these big quarterbacks, you're not getting that call. Not getting that call. All right, I got to get a break in here. Jason is back from Huntsville, and we're going to get him in on the other side of this break on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
With us today, Dr. Tracy Lowry of Best Vein Care of Huntsville.
When we evaluate a patient and they indeed have significant venous disease, most third-party payers, private insurance, Medicare, require us to treat every patient conservatively at least 90 days. Conservative treatment includes increasing ambulation, elevation of the legs, and the wearing of compression stockings. It's very common for folks to come see us in March or April wanting to have their veins fixed before they go into swimsuits starting in June. When we see someone in March or April, they're going to require at least 90 days of conservative treatment before we can even go to the insurance carrier to get permission to treat their veins. So if you think you have a venous problem, now is the time to come in and get a free screening so we can determine whether or not you need something evaluated. If you have a vein problem or you think you may have a vein problem, now's the time to contact us at bestveincarehuntsville.com.
Hunting and tailgating season is on us, and at Woody Anderson Ford, we believe it's time you got serious about an F-150. We've got nearly 150 to choose from, and without a doubt, one of the best F-150 values on the road today is our STX package. You get 290 hard-working horses, mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission that'll take you everywhere, from that tree stand to downtown Tuscaloosa. Body-colored bumpers, halogen headlamps, 20-inch machined aluminum wheels, and lots of tech, too, like a rear-view camera with dynamic hitch assist, which you boaters and RVers will love. A 2023 Woody Anderson Ford F-150 STX packs a punch, but doesn't cost a bunch. You can drive one for $499 a month. $499. 36-month lease with $52.10 due at signing. No security deposit plus tax, tag, and title. Includes $399 dealer fee with your good credit. Offer ends September 30th. Call 539-9441 for complete details. Woody Anderson Ford. Hope to see you soon.
Are you tired of power outages disrupting your life? It's time for a Generac standby generator from Current Electrical. Storms may rage outside, but inside your family's powered up. So why choose Current Electrical for your generator needs? 1, we offer a wide range of models to suit every budgeted energy requirement. 2, our project managers handle every step of the process: power, gas, permitting, and inspections. 3, our certified technicians install your generator with precision, ensuring peace of mind. Don't wait for the next blackout. Call 256-880-1880 or visit us online at GeneracSuperstore.com.
There's nothing like the freedom you feel when you're on the water in your own boat from Freedom Marine in Guntersville. New or used, Freedom Marine has just the boat to make your time on the water the best it can be. Pontoons, fishing, ski boats, you name it. And all season long, Freedom Marine is giving away 4 packs of Alabama football tickets. Just log on the Freedom Marine Facebook page and like, share, and comment to be eligible. New and used boats, outboard sales, financing, service, and parts. It's Freedom Marine. Highway 431 in Guntersville and online at freedommarincenter.com.
Normally, when you call a roofing company, all you hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Since 1965, the folks at Fleming have been focused on what you need, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement, commercial or residential. And when it comes to storm damage, you want Fleming on your side. They know all the ins and outs of insurance claims and will guide you through the entire process. Log on FlemingHSV.com and book your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
From Coleman to Fayetteville and all points in between.
Son, pull the hammer back. Smokey's coming at you in a plain white wrapper.
97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Thom Abraham Show on a Football Friday. This segment of the show is brought to you by Valley Equipment Rental. at Valley Equipment Rental, today is the day that you go on down there and you snag your equipment after the show, and you'll have it all the way till Monday at 8 a.m. so you can get some work done. Because if you're like that dude that called in that hates the Ohio State Notre Dame game, well, you could just get some work done like at night, and get some more work done and do more on Sunday as well. At Valley Equipment Rental, 2 locations, locally owned. That's the key here, locally owned. Not guys that are just local guys working there. The money stays in the Valley. Support your local business. Ross Roberts and his team, they do an outstanding job. They got everything you need. I always say, they got more skid steers, they got excavators, they got this, they got everything. We'll just say that. They got everything. Valley Equipment Rental. All right, Jason from Huntsville is back. Jason, I apologize. Apparently it was a problem at our end, but you are up now. How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you fine. It was so weird. It was like I wouldn't hear the first couple of things you said, and then I would hear you. And then every time you talked, I just didn't hear the first part of what you said. It was crazy. It's electronics. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I figured it was my Bluetooth or Tooth Blue, whatever they call it. But
I don't think it was. I think it was something at our end. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Well, first note there, the lunkers are lurking on the Big G. Black spinnerbait on Pine Island outside of waterfront there. So if you get out there, get them.
What do you got water temperature wise? Do you know?
78.
Ooh,
78.
It's getting about right then. What about? Is there any rat bite right now? Are they up on top yet or no? Are they on the mats or no?
No, they were right off the hydrilla, right off the channel there, about 6 feet.
Okay. 6 feet. All right, I gotta get out there then. I'm waiting for it to fire up again, and but that's good to know that they're hitting a black spinnerbait in the grass, 6 to 8 feet deep. All right, off the edge of the grass.
Yeah.
All right, let's get.
We
got Colorado plus 21.5 at Oregon.
I'll take Colorado to cover, but Oregon to win.
In one fight, we all fight. They chose me.
Ole Miss is plus 6.5 at Bama.
Alabama's going to stomp the crap out of them. I'd say 42-10.
Roll all over their ass.
Hope you're right. Auburn is plus 7.5.
I'm going to take A&M to win, but Auburn to cover, 27-24.
War Eagle.
And Ohio State is minus 3.5 at Notre Dame.
Domer's going to win straight up, 27.
Rudy was offside.
Yeah. So you got them straight up. I like it. All right, and who's going to have the bigger TV audience? Both games are at 2:30. Prime or Saban. ABC for the Colorado game and CBS for the Alabama game. Who will have the bigger national TV audience?
Definitely the Colorado-Oregon game. They'll carry the West Coast. California's populated, all West Coast populated. So I'd say yes.
He's forgotten more things than I may ever accomplish.
All right. See, everybody's going that way. I guess that's going to probably be the way it goes. All right. Thanks for the call, Jason. Thanks for the tip. He's got me fired up
now. Thanks a lot, man.
All right. Thank you. He's got me fired up now. 9 days my wife was gone. I never splashed the boat. Unbelievable. Lee Sterling is coming up next from ParamountSports.com and 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This is SportsCenter.
Good morning. I'm Doug Brown. The 49ers beat the Giants 30-12 to kick off Week 3. San Francisco is 3-0. They start the season with 3 straight 30-point games for the first time in 25 years. Christian McCaffrey, 119 total yards and a touchdown, his 12th straight game with a score, tying Jerry Rice's franchise record. The Dodgers beat the Giants 7-2. J.D. Martinez drives in 3, including a home run. The Yankees beat the Blue Jays 5-3. Garrett Cole, 8 strong innings for his 14th win. The Blue Jays, Rangers, and Mariners are separated by just a half game for the last 2 wildcard spots. Pirates beat the Cubs 8-6. The Cubs, Marlins, and Reds are separated by just a half game for the last National League wildcard spot.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Injuries at work happen all the time in Alabama. So do motor vehicle and slip and fall accidents. If you're hurt at work or injured in an accident, I want you to call my good friends at Pond Lehocky Giordano. That's Pond Lehocky, Alabama's injury law firm. They got your back just like they've got mine. For personalized legal support, reach out to Pond Lehocky at 855-774-3838 or pondlehocky.com.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Thom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
The new favorite place for delicious Mexican food is Corralejos Mexican Grill in Huntsville. Check out their reviews on Facebook and you'll see what people are raving about. Enjoy drink specials all day Monday through Thursday, like house margaritas for $3.99 and 12-ounce drafts for $2. Even vegan-friendly entrees on Monday starting at 5. Corralejos Mexican Grill, 1658 Old Monrovia Road in Huntsville. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on their specials. Tired of the same old menu options everywhere you go? Then you need to try Metro Diner in Huntsville and Madison. The award-winning Metro Diner serves up signature dishes like their Charleston shrimp and grits, famous fried chicken and waffles with strawberry butter, and lots more. Their entire menu is available anytime, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And stop by for brunch on Saturday or Sunday and enjoy the lowest price mimosas in town. Airport Road, Huntsville, and Highway 72 in Madison. In diner or at home, make it Metro Diner.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on time, or even show up at all? I'm Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Our motto at Fleming Roofing is we show up. Our goal at Fleming Roofing is to provide the reliable customer service that you deserve, and we have the resources to meet all of your roofing needs: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. We are manufacturer certified for roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and asphalt shingles. Whenever you need a roofing professional you can count on, call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We are committed to finding the solution that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing, we have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates, residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Thom Abraham here for my friends at Alumni Hall. Alumni Hall is the ultimate shopping experience for Alabama and Auburn fans. Located right here in Huntsville, come shop the best selection of officially licensed apparel, hats, Yeti, accessories, and gifts. Whether you're heading to the spring game or shopping graduation gifts or just love to show your school pride daily, come see us at Alumni Hall. University students, faculty, and military receive 10% off in store, and you can earn cash back with our Hall Pass rewards. Alumni Hall, located in Bridge Street Shopping Center, or shop anytime at alumnihall.com.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. A mostly sunny sky this afternoon. Temperatures below where we should be in mid-September. Highs only climbing into the low and mid-80s. Maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm through the course of the afternoon. Most of us going to end up staying dry. Most of us will be dry as we head into Friday Night Football. Friday Night Football, by the way, looks absolutely fantastic. We are talking about low humidity and temperatures for the most part hanging out in the lower 70s. We'll eventually drop into the mid-60s as we head into the overnight, early into your Saturday morning. A partly sunny sky Saturday afternoon, isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. Otherwise, temperatures climb into the mid-80s. Much the same for your Sunday, a mostly sunny sky, temperatures hanging out in the lower 80s with an isolated shower or thunderstorm certainly being possible. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman on your home for ESPN Radio, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Hi, this is Eli Gold, voice of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Join us every week for Alabama football right here.
Listen to Alabama football all season long on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
You need to be more like a dog.
Like what you guys are doing. You've got your fingertip on the pulse of your listeners. You guys know what they're talking about.
Be a dog.
God bless the show. You are the Messiah.
We need more dogs.
This is the best show on radio.
The big dog, Thom Abraham, is here with you.
Hey, I see you. Hey, I see you, dog.
So settle in and get your bark on.
That's my dog.
Now live Here he is, the big dog, Thom Abraham.
How you doing? 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 Look, I don't speak Spanish.
I don't know how to say this, so I'm going to choose my words very carefully. I think you're a psycho.
Do you know who I am?
I mean, that guy sounds like El McPherson farting into Miles Davis' trumpet.
I guess I'm on here. Am I on? Can somebody respond? You know if I am on.
I have to drag my Yankee ass out of here.
Welcome back. Hour number 2 of the Thom Abraham Show. Lee Sterling brought to us by North Alabama Mortgage. Whether you're in Alabama, Tennessee, or Florida, North Alabama Mortgage has you covered for all your mortgage needs. You can get a home valuation done with North Alabama Mortgage, and you can see what you can do by refinancing or buying new with North Alabama Mortgage's team of experts in your corner, treating you like family. They're going to walk you through the entire process. Brian Hammaker and his crew, they're just outstanding, and they're local, and you're going to love them. You're going to just love what they do for you. And believe me, don't worry about the rates. The rates are a lot lower than those credit card rates are. I can tell you that right now. And when the rates drop, if they drop, when they drop, you refinance. Boom. Just like that. But in the meantime, got a lot of value in your home right now. Still a lot of value in your home. Home values have held up in this part of the country because everybody wants to live here. That's just the way it is. All right, joining us now, a guy who was hotter than a pistol. Games he gave us last week. These aren't even like his games necessarily. Games he gave us last week on the air, 4-1. So he did a little better than we did. I mean, beat the big dog. I was 2-4 last week. I was horrific. He gave us 4-1. And he joins us now. Lee Sterling, ParamountSports.com is where you find him. And right now you find him on the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline. Lee, welcome back. How are you?
I'm good. You gotta pick it back up, or they're going to call you the little dog.
Yeah. No, it was bad. It was bad. And it's been bad for our listeners. We have a celebrity guest picker each week. We have my producer. I'm 8-10 against the spread to start the season, and I'm leading. I mean, that's how bad it is right now, and you're out there killing it with these games.
It's been a good year, 25-12 so far to start the year. So
it's a whole lot better than 8-10.
Complain.
That's for sure. All right. Yeah. So Florida State at Clemson, we looked it up. Clemson hasn't been a dog at home since 2016. They won that game against Louisville, by the way. They were a dog at home in that one by like 1.5 or something. So Florida State goes into Clemson as a 2.5-point favorite. What do you think?
So I think it's a tough game.
Yeah, it's a really tough game.
If every game was like this, I don't think anyone's going 6-0. But I think there's a right side to this game. So Florida State beat LSU opening week. Now, looking back, LSU's win after that against Mississippi State, pretty impressive now. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was start to finish. It was easy. I think Florida State was looking ahead. I think they were watching film at Boston College. They weren't impressed. Boston College quarterback just had one of those days. He's a dual-threat quarterback. They have trouble with those kind of guys. But
they had a scoop and score in that game. Yeah.
He's not that guy. 63 rushing yards in 3 games. That's it. So they lose this game, Clemson. I do think they're going to be up then. They're done. ACC title hunt, national title, they're done. But I think they're going to be in it for a while, but I think Florida State's receivers or maybe special teams is the difference here. None of those guys for Clemson at wide receiver scary anymore. Florida State here, 27-23.
That Boston College game, the score, I mean, with the scoop and score and things like that, it tightened the game up. It didn't really play like as close a game as it was, but it was. All right, Ohio State, Notre Dame, 2 top 10 teams going at it. It's time to separate the pretenders from the contenders a little bit here. Ohio State is a 3.5-point favorite. I've seen some models where people have said that they should be a 5.5-point favorite. They're a 3.5-point favorite at Notre Dame. Notre Dame's got the quarterback advantage, that's for sure. What do you think?
So what do you think the quarterback's worth compared last year to this year? How many points for Notre Dame?
For Notre Dame? I think the Notre Dame quarterback is plus 2 or 3 points, and I think the Ohio State quarterback is minus 2 or 3 points, to be honest with you.
I think the difference combined might be 10 points. Here's why. So last year after 3 games, Notre Dame quarterbacks, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. This year after 4, 15-0. That's right, 15 touchdowns, no interceptions. Last year, C.J. Stroud, after 3, 12 touchdowns, no interceptions. This year, a rather pedestrian 7-2.
Yeah.
I think the home field advantage is big. I think this is the circle game for Notre Dame. I really do think they've been game planning for this game for a month. You can't convince me otherwise. And Ohio State looked ordinary on the road against Indiana. They've been worse a few other games. They're 1-7 against the spread as a road favorite. Wrong team favorite. Notre Dame outright, 28-24.
Rudy was offside.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I'm with you 100% on that one. LSU and Arkansas. This number is ballooning like crazy, up to 18, 17.5, 18. The Hogs come in after kind of letting down the league in that loss against BYU. LSU's quarterback, Jaden Daniels, numbers are off the chart. He's like 74% completion rate, bunch of touchdowns, hadn't thrown an interception. So what do you think here? LSU minus 18, though, against Arkansas.
What's the line, and you're pretty good making lines, if LSU wins by 7 to 10 points last week and Arkansas wins by 7 to 10?
This is about 10, 9.5, somewhere in there.
Yeah, okay. So that's what I think. I think you're getting an extra touchdown. Is LSU good? Yeah. I don't think they're great. I think they're good. I think Arkansas, they're 31-21 in the third. I just think they relaxed. They were penalized 14 times for 125 yards. I think they'll clean some of that up. K.J. Jefferson did not play in the loss last year, the 13-10 loss. I think he's going to be the difference here. He can just will his team to stay in a game here. LSU wins 34-26, but the Hogs cover.
I was with you on that one too. If actually, I'm predicting backdoor cover there too. That's a little dangerous when you get that kind of a number, and so I think Arkansas hangs as well. All right, Texas A&M minus 7.5 at home. Some places have it now 8, even crawling a little bit higher against Auburn, coming in with Peyton Thorne in the first real big test here for this Auburn Tiger team. What do you think?
A&M, when they played Miami, I saw them up close and personal. They were not ready to play. They can tell you they were ready, but I think Miami had the edge. They were preparing for that game, looking for revenge. And A&M lost to Auburn last year, 13-10. I think they had only one starting offensive lineman. Connor Wegman was hit all over the place in that game. But now I think they're healthy. I think he is a stud. I think he's going to be playing at the next level and maybe starting in the NFL. Think that there were 3 or 4 receivers are going to be playing on Sunday here. And Auburn's offense, I don't think has a clear offensive identity yet. The 3 turnovers in the Miami game and also the kick return for the touchdown did them in here. I think this is their game here. I think they're going to gain revenge for last year's 13-10 loss in a big way. A&M blowout special here, 37-20.
A&M bought every player.
You're right, and I like your pick on this one here too, because Auburn, it's really concerning the fact that last week against Samford, their quarterback, who was not the running quarterback, had 130 yards. He's not going to do that against an SEC defense, and their running backs, lining up, run the ball, call a running play, run the ball. They're averaging about 3 yards a carry. They're having a real hard time running the ball like a running team, and you can't depend on Peyton Thorne to have 135 yards
and
rushing.
Miami can run this year. Miami has pretty much an SEC offensive line. Watch them. They'll probably run for 250, 300 on Temple tomorrow. So they couldn't run on A&M.
Yeah. All right. Alabama. This is it. Nick Saban circling the drain. Done. Dynasty's over. Saban's over. He can't coach anymore. Doesn't know what he's doing. Nobody's calling the offense or the defense. Got the wrong quarterback playing all the time. Alabama's a 6.5, 7-point favorite at home against Ole Miss. And this is popcorn game 2, I think. I'm not sure what they're calling it.
I thought that Nick Saban making the move to Tyler Buchner and also Ty Simpson, I thought it was an act of desperation. Thought he should have stayed with Jalen Milroe. Now it's Jalen Milroe or bust here. We're going to find out. Is there a changing of the guard? Is the empire starting to crumble? The eye test, they don't pass the eye test for me, Alabama. Then I look at raw numbers. 5.8 yards per snap for Bama. 8.19 yards per snap for Ole Miss here. I think Lane Kiffin gets it done. He becomes the 4th former assistant to beat Nick Saban. Ole Miss outright 31-27.
Okay, thanks a lot for pissing him off.
Yeah, now you pissed him off. Let's see how that works out. Yeah. All right, I'm going to ask you for an extra one because our guys are picking it.
Okay.
Colorado's toting 21.5 to Oregon. No Travis Hunter. That means they're down 2 starters without Travis Hunter. But can they hang in that game at all?
4.
Yeah, 4 starters.
I think he sells popcorn at halftime also.
He drives the bus home. Yeah, right. Can they hang at all with Oregon, or Bo Nix and I'm gonna house them?
Here's the problem. They throw the football. And Oregon likes to play hurry up. If you just throw the ball 70-80% of the time, this could be a 4.5-hour game here.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon will present, if they do that hurry up like they normally do, they're getting plays off in 8 to 10 seconds here. You are in trouble. You got to give your defense a rest. They have the 127th rushing attack. Does Colorado? The chalk 16-5 in duck games. Bo Nix now in his 19th year. He's teaching classes. I think he's a tenured professor. 11 touchdowns, no interceptions. I like the Ducks. Romper room special, 56-24.
He's going to graduate and retire at the same time, I think, is the way that's going to work for Bo Nix. Yeah, everybody's so Dion hyped up. Nobody really wants to talk about the fact that they needed double overtime to beat a team they were a 21-point favorite over, last week.
Not average. They are bad.
They're a bad football team, and everybody's like, oh, they're 3-0. They needed double overtime to beat a team they were a 3-touchdown favorite over. I know they beat TCU as a 3-touchdown dog, but at home they needed double overtime.
No, they didn't. No one had any idea what Colorado was about. They didn't even have any tape on them. Yeah. In the second game, they catch a team that quarterback was like spilled milk. Getting a milk glass for the first time.
Yeah.
Jeff Sims.
All right, Thom, how they can get this Tennessee UTSA game as Tennessee looks to bounce back from an embarrassing loss in Gainesville.
First 10 callers get it for free. Call 800-400-9741. Give them Tennessee and UTSA on me. 800-400-9741. Real strong opinion on this game, and we're on a roll. 25-12 to start the year. We have our college football underdog shocker best bet. You want to get that game, it's included in our Baker's Dozen. 13 games, just $97. Check out all the specials in baseball, UFC going tomorrow. Just one place, ParamountSports.com.
All right, there you go. Lee Sterling and ParamountSports.com. Jump all over that. First 10 callers get Tennessee -20 against UTSA. He's got a special on that one. He's feeling it. So we'll see how that works out. All right, Lee, appreciate you as always. Great stuff.
Thanks, big dog. Take care. Have a safe week.
Thanks, you too. So he likes Notre Dame straight up as a home dog, and he's saying that Ole Miss is going to beat Alabama. I mean, there's so many people saying that. It'd be really interesting. I mean, this is like the trendy thing to say, that Ole Miss is going to beat Alabama. It reminds me of 2015 when they said that Alabama was going to lose to Georgia and the dynasty was over and everything else. And they went over there and Georgia wore black jerseys and got buried in their black jerseys. I don't know. I know it hasn't looked right, this Alabama crew, but it just it's weird. All right. We go open lines the rest of the way. I actually got to hear an LSU Lynch phone call yesterday because when I was driving back from Birmingham, my meeting's at Bass headquarters, and I was driving back and I was listening to, well, I thought I was going to listen to Wes and Steve. Apparently I was listening to Drew and Steve, and LSU Lynch called in. When I wanted to start talking to him, I thought I was going to start talking to the guy. Like I'm sitting there listening to it on the radio, and I wanted to talk to the guy. Anyway, he's leading us off. You can get in as well, 256-576-4977. If you want to jump in, got some notes that I want to get to, including, so what is the real impact? We got coaches grousing about the new rules in college football that make it a little bit more like the NFL in terms of, the clock not stopping for first downs and things like that. So what is the real impact? I have that in front of me as well. We'll be back. Tom Abraham Show, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
These days, saving time is important, and saving money is even more so. That's where Eagle Masonry and Insulation comes in. Over the years, Eagle has expanded their services to meet the needs of folks like you in our area. If you need masonry, brick, stone, or block work, Eagle should be your first call. They can even help if your property needs grading, erosion control, and Eagle can handle dirt haul-off. Call Eagle Masonry and Insulation today at 256-755-1556. Eagle saves you time, and Eagle saves you money.
Do you want your next party to be something you'll remember? Then head on down to Flow Premier to book your next big bash. Birthday? Corporate meeting? Maybe just a family reunion so you can get your cousin Kyle back into the basketball court so you can beat him at basketball. I have no idea. Flow is fun for all ages looking for high-flying excitement, arcade fun, and tasty snacks to satisfy your hunger. Whether you have 10 friends or 25, Flow is jam-packed with something fun for everyone. Get jumping with Flow off South Parkway in Drake or head over to flowhuntsville.com to book your next party now.
Have a drink at the Open Bottle, a copious selection of wine, spirits, and craft beer from around the world. They've got a full bar, wine by the glass, craft cocktails, premium bourbon, 48 specialty beers on tap, and a smart staff with hustle. There's an expansive, comfortable patio with a brand new performance stage and live music every night from local artists like Lamont Landers, Rob Aldridge, and James Irvin. There's space for your next celebration or corporate event. The Open Bottle on Highway 72 near Slaughter Road intersection in Madison.
Southern Fidelity Mortgage. Think of them as a loan for everyone, offering more products than anyone else and the guaranteed lowest rates and costs in town. Of the 2,000 loans that Southern Fidelity Mortgage has pre-approved over the last 10 years, all but one have closed. That's unprecedented in the banking business. For FHA, VA, rural development, and conventional mortgages, for the best mortgage experience in town, it's Southern Fidelity Mortgage.
Call Southern Fidelity Mortgage Company at 256-656-5936.
Thom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
At Bryant Bank, we believe your goals are worth chasing, and every step along the way is worth celebrating. From your hopes for the future to the challenges that keep you up at night, we're here for you. Bryant Bankers put care into action to help you live legendary by stepping up when you need us most and doing what's right even when no one is watching. Come experience a local bank whose people greet you by name and treat you like family. Bryant Bank, member FDIC.
Don't let your back or neck pain get in the way. Get back to doing the things you love with the spine and neuro team from Huntsville Hospital. As the most experienced in the area, we have been improving lives in North Alabama for more than 50 years. Whether your favorite fishing hole is on Wilson Lake in the Shoals, Flint Creek, or Lake Gunnersville, Spine and Neuro is nearby to get you back to your best. Visit us online at spineandneuro.com to learn more.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on time, or even show up at all? I'm Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Our motto at Fleming Roofing is we show up. Our goal at Fleming Roofing is to provide the reliable customer service that you deserve, and we have the resources to meet all of your roofing needs: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. We are manufacturer certified for roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and asphalt shingles. Whenever you need a roofing professional you can count on, call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We are committed to finding the solution that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing, we have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates, residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
The state's largest orthopedic group is growing to meet the needs of the patients in our community. The Orthopedic Center has long been the most trusted name in orthopedics in North Alabama. So as our area continues on the fast track, so does the need for premier orthopedic care anywhere and anytime you need it. TOC is proud to announce the opening of our new locations in Albertville and Hampton Cove, along with the grand opening of our newest office in Decatur. These clinics will offer the same high-quality orthopedic care you have come to associate with TOC, with the convenience of being closer to home. As a patient, your time is your most most precious asset, and we recognize that at TOC. That's why we are also proud to announce the opening of our urgent ortho clinics to handle those bumps and bruises that need prompt attention. These clinics are available to care for acute orthopedic injuries with no appointment necessary. With 38 physicians, 20 centers of excellence, and now more than a dozen locations to serve you, TOC will continue to be the name you turn to for the best orthopedic care at the right time. Visit our website at visittoc.com for more information. TOC, helping you live a better life.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FRIEND to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FRIEND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FRIEND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Each week, check out our latest zone deal online at 977ESPN.com.
I'm eating good food.
We are 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Segment of the Tom Abraham Show is brought to you by the Service Department at Woody Anderson Ford. Experts in the service of Ford and other models, using genuine Ford and Motorcraft parts on every Ford job. And they do tire rotations, wheel alignments, brake jobs, oil changes, engine tune-ups. They even do transmission work over there, body work. It's all done out of the Service Department in the Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center and their body shop. They've got you covered. Great service. Don't forget the certified gold pre-owned vehicles as well, plus the new inventory. They're at the corner of Sparkman and Jordan Lane. We know that. That's also WoodyAndersonFord.com. WoodyAndersonFord.com, the only place I've gone for 19 years now. It's Woody Anderson Ford. All right, since I said it, I'm going to go right to the phones here in just 1 second. But since I said it, let me just tell you what a lot of you're hearing offensive coaches grousing about the new rules with the clock not stopping after first downs and so on. Here is what has happened now through 3 weeks, which gives us about 200 games worth of data. Through 3 weeks, all right, there's about 6 less plays a game. Not 6 less plays per offense, 6 less total plays per game. There is 6 minutes. The games are 6 minutes shorter. So 6 less plays and 6 minutes shorter. The games are averaging 3 hours and 16 minutes. They used to be 3 hours and 22 minutes. They're averaging 176 plays. They used to be 182 plays. All right. 2 points per game in the total. 2 points per game difference. That's all. 2 points per game. 12 possessions per game, down slightly. Each team's getting about 12 possessions per game. Last year, 12.3 possessions per game. So, you know, it's down 6 plays total. Not bad. Not bad. I'm good with it. All right, let's go to the lines. In order of the longest wait, we start with LSU Lynch. LSU Lynch, welcome to the show. How are you?
Son, it's the last day of summer.
It's the first day of fall. That was yesterday was the last day. Today's the first day of fall.
I'm a day behind.
You're a day behind. Yesterday was the end of summer, and today is the first full day of fall, which is like the greatest season of all.
Son, my calendar's messed up. That's what happens when you get old and everything.
That's what happens, yeah. See, they would have straightened you out yesterday if you asked them that. You say, hey, it's today the last day. I heard you. I heard you there on the drive with Steve and Drew.
I appreciate that shout out, but it's disturbing that, you know, the Suckhorns are having an upside down kind of football decal. Is that not disturbing over there?
They need to flip that. They need to flip that over. I got to see if the guy sent me a picture he got in a JPEG so I can post it. They need to flip their horns over.
He must have the foil on whatever antenna he's trying to send it to you, like Paulie.
Yeah, like Paulie. Paulie can't watch CBS without the foil on his antenna.
I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Look here, I know you got a bunch of phone calls. behind me, so let's get to it.
Colorado plus 21.5.
It's Duck Dynasty.
Ole Miss plus 6.5 at Bama for your boys.
We're going to take old Mississippi.
Okay, thanks a lot for pissing him off.
Auburn is plus 7.5.
I think the ATM may work tomorrow. That card may work tomorrow. Let's go with it.
A&M bought every player.
Ohio State's minus 3.5 at Notre Dame.
Well, Rudy is going to come back to life, I think.
Rudy was offside.
And who will get more eyeballs? Who will have a bigger audience? Prime or Nick Saban? Both games are at the exact same time.
Okay, may I say this, and I'll hang up. I've got two 50-inch screen TVs, so I can watch, and a bunch of us do. So, but like the other caller said, it depends on how that Colorado game goes down because, there's going to be – I'm watching Alabama. I don't care about the Duck game out there. I'm going to watch Alabama and see what they got going on. So I'm going to say Alabama overall. Y'all have a safe weekend. Y'all call into the show. Pump it up. Come on. Go LSU.
It's a good job by you, LSU Lynch. We only have 7 people on hold. I don't know what the big deal is. All right, so I stand corrected, Grizz. Are you telling me that the first day of fall is September 23rd? That makes no sense at all. So today is the last. It's always the 21st, I thought. So Grizz says that tomorrow, so I stand corrected. Tomorrow at 2:50 in the morning, well, Grizz is just passing us along from a listener. So LSU Lynch is maybe right. Wow. I thought for sure it was tomorrow. No idea. All right, up next is Jeremy. Jeremy, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. I want to weigh in on all that, too, about all the I want to get my picks in, but I want to say this. What person in this country stopped and said, you know what? These college football games are way too long. We need to do something to shorten them. I've never heard that statement come out of any living, breathing, free voting American in the history of the world. I don't think that's ever been said, is these football are too long.
Yeah, Jeremy, I'll tell you what. Now, listen, hear me out. I don't think that, in fact, I know this to be fact. They did not do it because of the time length of the game. They're not looking at, 3:16 is better than 3:22. It was the plays. And here's what's happened. Since we have gone to a no-huddle type of game now and all these teams playing hyper fast and everything else, since that has happened, plays have gone up. It used to be 160 plays a game. Now it's 180-something plays a game, which over the course of a season is 2 more games than the kids used to play. That's a lot of contact. That's a lot of shots to the head. So what they're saying is, look, if you guys are going to play 100 miles an hour, we need to eliminate this running or this stopping the clock after every first down because these kids are playing 20 more plays a game than they used to. And after 10 games, 12 games, it's another 240 plays. It's 2 more football games. So that's what the impetus was behind this. Less plays, not so much. The 6 minutes, nobody cares. I'll sit there and watch a college football game for 4 hours. I don't care. But it's the plays. So I hope that, make you understand that a little bit.
Yeah, because that Texas A&M LSU that went into all the overtimes.
Yeah, 7 overtimes, and they had to they changed the overtime rule. Yeah.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite game ever.
Almost killed some kids, but yeah, man, that was great. 7 overtime. That's what changed the rules. And last week, Deion Sanders did not know the rule that in the second overtime you got to go for 2. They asked him why he went. The reporter didn't know the rule. A reporter asked him, why'd you decide to go for 2 in the second overtime? And points. Deion's like, points, man. We just thought, we need to get points there. I was like, no, it's the frigging rule. His assistant, we're going for 2. I mean, Deion's just watching the game. So, anyway. All right. You ready to get in?
I'm ready.
All right. Colorado gets 21.5.
Colorado.
In one fight, we all fight. They chose me.
Ole Miss gets 6.5 at Bama.
I'm going with Bama.
What the hell's going on?
Auburn's getting 7.5 at A&M.
Gig 'em.
Ohio State is -3.5 at Notre Dame.
We put our pants on the same way they do. Notre Dame football.
Rudy was offside.
And what game will get more eyeballs, Prime or Saban? Both games on at the same time, ABC and CBS.
Okay, so I will be watching both thanks to YouTube TV's multi-channel option.
Nice.
But I think it's going to be Deion because Deion's got the country wrapped around his finger right now.
All right. You got now that YouTube. I wonder if those are counted. Is YouTube, that's streaming. I don't think those numbers are counted in the Nielsen rating, the streaming numbers. Because if you're watching it on YouTube, is it YouTube TV or YouTube just YouTube?
TV.
YouTube TV.
I've went into my options before on YouTube TV, and it actually states in one of my information parts of the YouTube TV that everything is sent to Nielsen. So it is part, like, we're a Nielsen family. So,
well, that's cool.
But I don't know how the multi-view works.
I don't know either. That's a great point. All right, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
All right. Howell is next. Is Howell new? Howell, welcome to the show. How are you?
How you doing today?
I'm fantastic. Is this your first time calling into the show?
First time this year.
First time this season. Okay, I see how you're working. All right. You guys just disappear for the summer on me. Just go away for the spring and summer and come back in the fall. I get it.
That's right.
You want to get in on this deal?
You got your deer stand ready?
No, I'll fish the fall. I mean, I'm not. I used to hunt. I don't hunt anymore because if I have a chance, if I have a day where I can go spend it in the woods, I'll go spend it on the water. I just don't get to fish enough, Howell. You know what I mean? If you don't get to fish enough, it's like I don't want to blow. I got a day here. I'm going to the lake.
Well, you can't beat just sitting in the woods, just listening to nature, waiting.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I just want to go sit in the woods and just sit there. You know.
There you go. Let me go ahead and get on those picks.
Colorado gets 21.5.
Ducks are going to roll.
Ole Miss is +6.5.
Alabama's going to win, but it's not going to cover.
Okay, thanks a lot for pissing him off.
Auburn gets 7.5 at A&M.
A&M.
A&M bought every player.
Yeah, Ohio State is -3.5 at Notre Dame.
Golden Domes.
Rudy was offside.
Well, you know, Notre Dame is dominating these picks. All right, who gets more eyeballs on Saturday, Prime or Saban? Both games are at the same time.
When did they measure that? At halftime or?
No, the whole game. What they do is they take a 3-hour average. So it'll be the 3-hour window from 2:30 to 5:30, and they'll just measure. Okay. It'll be the average. So if one game is a blowout, you know what's funny is everybody is saying, well, what if the Oregon game is a blowout? And then people switch over to the. No, not one person has said, what if the Alabama Ole Miss game is a blowout? Will they then go over and watch the other game? No, so nobody's expecting a blowout in the Alabama Ole Miss game.
Well, if Alabama wins in a blowout, I'm not turning the channel. I'm enjoying every second of it.
There you go.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Right.
But I got a feeling Oregon's going to go in a blowout, and people that are pulling for Deion to lose may stay and watch, but those who are pulling for Deion will turn it.
All right. So what do you think?
I'm going to say Alabama's going to have a bigger audience.
All right, you got him.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Enjoy your fishing.
All right, thank you, Howell. Appreciate it. Enjoy the hunting. Enjoy the woods. I got nothing against hunting, believe me. I'd love to go hunting. But
yeah,
you know, if I just have time.
I mean, yeah, I've been hunting before, man. Just sitting in the woods and kind of just like just kind of like being by yourself. It's quiet, you know what I mean? It's cold.
What about sitting on the lake being by yourself? You know what I mean?
I'd rather be on the ground than in the water. To be honest, I don't want to fall. Yeah, to be honest.
I'm not talking about the middle of, if it's
I like sitting in a blind and,
if it's 34 degrees out or something, but I mean, he's talking about fall. He's talking about hunting season. Some of the best fishing. Well, first of all, everybody's watching football or they're in the woods. You got the lake to yourself. Problem is, I'm watching football too, so I would have to go like early on a Saturday morning, and now my grandsons are playing I haven't been on my boat. I haven't been on my boat in a month. It's crazy. My cousin Vinny is up next. Vinny, welcome in. How are you?
What's going on, Tom?
You are.
Well, okay.
Hey, did you get Grace? Did you hook him up? Did you get for beating me and beat the big dog? Was it him to beat me? Who was it that we had to?
It was Kramer.
It was Kramer. No, it was.
Well,
it was. It was no. It
no,
was Vinny.
Well, you said he had champions, right? We don't have that yet.
No, yeah, that's right. But you got his information, right?
Yeah. No, I got all
okay.
that. Yeah.
All right, you got that? Okay. All right. So, Vinny, we're gonna get you some champions as soon as we get them picked up. We'll send it out to you.
Not a problem. I went on the app there and texted Grizz my contact information the other day, so I appreciate that.
No problem.
So let's make it 2 in a row.
All right. So Colorado gets 21.5.
I'll take Colorado.
In one fight, we all fight. They chose me.
Ole Miss gets 6.5.
I'm taking Alabama.
Roll all over their ass.
Auburn gets 7.5.
You know something? I think this is one of these games where Auburn's going to come and play really well, and it may be the game that Jimbo Fisher and Bobby Petrino pull. Who was the coach for the Eagles and went up and punched the head coach in the mouth? Buddy Ryan.
Buddy Ryan. He did it when he was at Houston. Yeah, Buddy Ryan and Kevin Gilbride. Yeah.
Yeah. There may be a fist fight between Jimbo and Bobby Petrino tomorrow. So let's take Auburn.
Are you guys going to put us in with 3 losses in the playoff?
It'll have to happen in the locker room though, because Petrino's upstairs in the booth. All right. So Ohio State is -3.5 at Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Rudy was offside.
Everybody's at Notre Dame. And who'll get more eyeballs, Prime or Saban?
I think Saban. Well, I think Prime will at first, but when it's a 30-0 or 30-10 game, they're going to switch over to Alabama, and that'll take care of the 3-hour average. So I think it's going to be Alabama, and Nick Saban gets more views.
All right, Vinny, we got you in.
All right, you have a great weekend, everybody.
Thanks. My cousin Vinny. I've completely forgot the guy's name now. He was the guy that called in with my cousin's aunt, sister, knew a guy who was a walk-on, and so I just started calling him my cousin Vinny. Where are we going next? Styles is up. Mr. Styles, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, Abraham. How you doing, man?
I'm fantastic. You haven't seen the picture. I got to figure out a way to post a picture of the buckhorn helmet with the horns flipped over, and it looks so much better. If they took those horns that are going downward, and if they flipped them over, and they'd look like the Eagles, kind of like if you imagine like the Eagles helmet, but the horns go up. If the horns come out of the helmet and go up, they look like antlers. They look like what they're supposed to look like. I was stunned when I saw the picture, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense. They're backwards. They're upside down.
Yeah, that's good. I haven't thought about that, but you're right, man.
You got to see it.
Listen, I wanted to. There's a local marching band competition this weekend.
Yeah.
At Madison City School Stadium. I think Huntsville's there, Grissom's there. Buckhorn's playing last in prelims at 3:45, and I just want to. I know it's probably not something you're going to do if you get a chance to go fishing and you got your grandkids playing ball.
Wait a minute, on Saturday?
I just wanted to. 23rd. I believe it is.
Come on, Saturday at 3:45. We're all nailed down to our bucket loungers watching these games, man. I mean, Ole Miss and Alabama. I mean, that's tough for us, you know.
It is for me too. I don't think I'm going to make it either, to be honest with you. But that's the sacrifice. That's the sacrifice the kids make, you know, and the kids' parents.
Maybe the kids don't. Maybe they don't care. The parents probably care. Maybe the kids don't care. Styles is like, hey, there's a marching band competition. Yeah, I'm not going to be there. I watch the game.
Well, I got a gig. I got to go play. I got to work.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I've got to play. I'm playing at Bird on the Mountain this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so yeah, I want to get on these picks, man.
All right, Colorado gets 21.5 at Oregon.
So that's 3 touchdowns they're giving Colorado in a little bit. Man, although you got to know that at one of these times they're going to start believing all that rat poison, and they're going to falter, I'm sure. Man, 3 touchdowns is a lot. I'm going to have to go Colorado.
In one fight, we all fight. They chose me.
Ole Miss gets 6.5.
Ole Miss gets 6.5. And who are they playing?
Alabama.
Okay,
At Alabama.
Shoot, that's right. Sorry about that, Chris.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, I'm going Alabama.
What the hell's going on?
Auburn gets 7.5 at A&M.
I'm going A&M.
Ohio State minus 3.5 at Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Rudy was offside.
And who will get more eyeballs? What game is they're on the same exact time, 2:30, Prime or Saban?
Well, I know in Alabama who's going to get the eyeballs.
Yeah,
sure,
but
I
nationally,
nationally, I got to go with Prime. Man, he's been getting a lot of stuff. The 60-minute thing and all that. I think we're going to go with Prime.
He's forgotten
we're gonna go
more
with,
things
Colorado.
than I may ever accomplish.
Yeah. All right, we got you, Mr. Styles.
All right, man. Sorry about the slip up.
I didn't hear. What slip up? What's he talking about, Grizz? What slip up is he talking? I,
guess
don't know
maybe
what he's
not
talking
thinking
about.
that Alabama's playing.
Oh, is that what the
yeah,
slip
not
up?
knowing who
Okay.
Alabama is.
Oh, it wasn't the other slip up. Okay.
No.
No, was it the other slip up? Yeah, we got a button for that. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry.
We took care of that. I think maybe not. Crimson Carl is next. Crimson Carl, welcome to the show. How are you? Crimson Carl.
No.
Oh, he's gone. I'm sorry. Grumpy is next. Grumpy, welcome in. How are you?
Hey, pretty good, man. Hey, can we make a suggestion with Howell, man? Can his name be Thurston?
Yeah,
Thurston Howell. We just call him Thurston Howell from now on. We'll just make him Thurston Howell, yeah.
Okay, let me go with Colorado, and I'll take the points.
He's going to take the point. Oh, he's going to take.
In one fight, we all fight.
They chose me.
Yeah, take those points. All right, what about Ole Miss getting 6.5? By the way, they're playing at Alabama, in case you didn't know.
And I'll take Alabama.
Ooh, okay. I didn't see that coming.
Roll all over their ass.
All right, Auburn gets 7.5 at College Station.
That line's moved up to 8.5. I'll have to take A&M.
You know, the computer simulation that I talked about from The Athletic says it should be 5.5. It's one of the games that has a lot of value in it. People are betting up A&M, but according to the numbers, it says that Auburn should be 5.5, getting 5.5, not 7.5. So that's interesting. All right, Ohio State is minus 3.5 at Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Rudy was offside.
And who do you think is going to get more eyeballs on Saturday? Games are on ABC and CBS, same exact time. Prime or Saban?
Colorado.
He's forgotten more things than I may ever accomplish.
All right, we got you in, Grumpy.
One quick question, and I'm out of here. Last night you got a lot of fantasy points with Samuel. What team is beating you this week? And I'll hang up. Thanks.
Yeah, no, I'm back to kicking butt this week. I mean, it's pretty clear.
One ACL away from no running back.
That you're true. You're right about that. And here's the thing beyond that.
Thanks, my cousin Vinny.
What do you call its defense? The Browns' defense against the run is outstanding. I don't think that Derrick Henry's going to have a very big day, and so I've got Derrick Henry. I got to play Derrick Henry. I'm running out of running backs. So I don't think, but I believe I'm okay. I'm playing Dan and Lynch make out box score. Is that Grumpy? Who is that? Scooby Doo. Who's Scooby Doo? Do we know what that is,
Grumpy.
Chris?
I think that's
is that
Grumpy.
Grumpy?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm kicking his butt then. That's easy.
I'm playing your boy. I only got
yeah?
5 points out of Waller last night.
Right now, Grumpy is a slight. Let's see. His projected total is 129.8. My projected total is 130. So I have a. This is a close matchup. It's a pick'em. It's a pick'em right now between me and Grumpy. And how did he get DeAndre Smith when I tried to get DeAndre Smith? Because he was below me in the pecking order? Is that what happened, Grizz? I put a claim in on DeAndre Smith.
You were in, either.
Or Swift, DeAndre Swift. I put a claim in on DeAndre Swift, and he heard me say I put the claim in, and he put his claim in and scooped me on the guy.
Got to watch that waiver order, and then you also got to make sure that if you have more than one, you got to make sure that he's the top priority when you're doing that. Because that's something that a lot of people don't pay attention to.
I don't know about that. I don't pay attention to anything.
Well, I mean, if you're in the top of the waiver order, you're obviously going to get the top priority who you want. So if you get to put a kicker in front of him or something like that because you're trying to replace your kicker from the week before or something,
Only lousy teams are at the top of the waiver wire order. That's why I'm not going to be.
Some teams, man, these just make crazy acquisitions constantly. And you
So
have to
not only did
something
he
different each week.
Not only did he snag DeAndre Smith, then he put him in the lineup.
Oh yeah, that's like the ultimate petty.
Well, he's only projected for 10.4. I put Jerome Ford in. I mean, that's Chubb's backup. I put Jerome Ford in, and I got Derek. They're projecting for Derrick Henry 16.8. I just don't think it'll happen. And I'm sticking with Justin Herbert this week as opposed to Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence going against Houston, Herbert going against Minnesota. I don't want a game where a guy's going to where they might pull away and then they don't throw the ball much anymore. But yeah, I got 25 points out of Deebo Samuel just to get started in my butt whipping of Grumpy. All right, do I got time to get Brandon in right here quick? Let me get Brandon in quick. Brandon, welcome in. How are you?
Man, I am having a wonderful time. Yourself?
I am. If I was any better, I'd be two of me. I almost saw you at the game tomorrow because I turned down my buddy, though, for tickets in the suite. How about that? I just can't do it. I can't leave
Hey, if you don't want it and you want to call him back, tell him I'll come over and take it. Tell him I'm good company.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got a couple of clients that he's probably working on. You know how that works, But
hey, Acuna and Ty Cobb are the only players to have 75 extra base hits and 60 stolen bases in a season. Mookie who?
Yeah, that ship has sailed. I think that's pretty much done now. The MVP of the National League.
And if he gets the 40-70, he would have that, and he would be the only person to have done that with Ty Cobb and 40-70. That right there is a stat
the
line
40-70
for your Hall of Fame.
Yeah, just the 40-70 is going to be something. I mean, that's just Acuna. We don't even have to call it a club. It's just Acuna.
Acuna Club.
It's the Acuna Club, 40-70.
I think he's also born on the same day. He was born on the same day, I think, too. As
Ty Cobb?
Yeah, I think I saw that same clip that he's talking about.
He didn't kill a man with his hands, did he?
I don't think so.
Ty Cobb did that.
Oh.
All right, let me get you in, Brandon. We got to. Acuna Matata. Let me get you in here. Colorado gets 21.5.
Not without Travis Hunter. Nope.
Ole Miss gets 6.5.
I think it's going to be a tight ball game. I'm going to take Ole Miss with the 6.5.
Okay, thanks a lot for pissing him off.
You guys are all pissing him off. Auburn gets 7.5.
I'm going to take Auburn on that 7.5 because I don't know at what point A&M's going to step on their own junk, and weird things happen at Auburn sometimes.
Are you guys going to put us in with 3 losses in the playoff?
Remember, that's at Texas A&M. All right, Ohio State's minus 3.5 at Notre Dame.
I'm going to take Notre Dame to cover.
Rudy was offside.
Maybe I win the game. And who gets more eyeballs, Prime or Saban? Both games are on at the same time.
Now, with Travis Hunter being out, I ain't sure. I'm going to say the haters are going to put Alabama over.
All right, we got you in. Be safe down there.
Hey, what time does the Madison County High School betting line come out?
Yeah, that's not happening. Just telling you. That's not happening.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Go back to your shanties.
Get out of here. All right, let's get a break. Come back and wrap it up next. It's Thom Abraham Show, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Specializing in simple and affordable rentals, McCurry Van and Car Rental can make sure you have just the right vehicle for your next family vacation, weekend getaway, or if you just need transportation while your vehicle is being repaired. McCurry carries Ford Transit vans and Mercedes Sprinter vans, trucks and work vans, and more. And they offer discounted rental rates for long-term rentals. Now with 4 locations: Athens, Muscle Shoals, Coleman, and Huntsville. Log on McCurryRentals.com to make your reservation now. That's McCurryRentals.com.
Thom Abraham here from my friend Brian Hamaker and his team at North Alabama Mortgage. Look, buying a home is the biggest purchase you will make in your life, and it can be a bit intimidating, so you want people that can help walk you through the mortgage process and get you the best deal possible. That's what North Alabama Mortgage does, and they do it in Alabama, Tennessee, and Florida, from first-time purchases to refis, conventional, VA, FHA, and USDA loans. They have the solution at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
The Huntsville Sports Commission is responsible for bringing high-level sports entertainment to the Rocket City. In 2023, enjoy events like the CCSA Beach Volleyball Championships, Hometown Lenders Championship, UCI Paracycling Road World Cup, and so much more. To learn more about upcoming events and the Huntsville Sports Commission, visit huntsvillesports.com. The Huntsville Sports Commission. We do sports.
Chapman Commercial Realty, your source for Alabama commercial real estate. Chapman Commercial Realty has the experience and expertise you're looking for when making commercial real estate decisions. If it's office space, retail space, investment property, or project development, Chapman Commercial Realty is your answer. Call Bill Chapman today at 256-656-8413. That's 256-656-8413. Or find them online at chapmancommercialrealty.com.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. Flickering lights and hot switches can be annoying, but they can also signal a major problem, or worse, an electrical emergency. So play it safe and leave it to the experts at Mr. Sparky. Trust our team of professional, clean, and friendly electricians. We'll get it done right and get it done safely.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in the respective state or county.
Online at 977ESPN.com.
Stream them online.
Call in.
It's an important job, and it's an vital organization.
Tweet in and join in. We are 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Shows brought to you by the Orthopedic Center. You'll find them at just about every game tonight, as most of the schools in the area use TOC Sports. Alabama A&M and the Huntsville Havoc rely on TOC as well. Congrats to A&M with their win last night. It doesn't have to be a sports injury. It could be a work accident or maybe just breaking down a little bit. TOC is the right specialist for you. They are North Alabama's largest sports medicine provider. Stay in the game with TOC Sports. All right, let me hit the text window for a couple of things here, Grizz. I have poetry, Grizz. Hopefully you guys have seen the Bucs helmet. That's serious, man. The Bucs helmet with the antlers flipped over is fire. There's no doubt about it in my mind. It's absolute.
Are you using young people verbiage?
Did I say fire? I said it was fire,
didn't
fire. I said far.
That's.
I said it's far.
That's too much.
Is what I said. It's exactly what I said.
That's not on fleet. That's off fleet.
Harry says some do, some don't. Some will, some won't. Some can, some can't. Yet all the true fans rant. There are beasts in the east, the best in the west. T-Town is the safe haven. Don't bet against Saban. That's Harry. He's an Auburn grad as well.
He's feeling good.
Yeah, it's a good job by him. Text from Bama Chris says, hey, Tom, why does Drew call you the Czar? You know why he calls me the Czar. What does the Czar do? Sit at the top of the heap. You got it right, Bama. Bama Chris, you know what you're talking about. All right, that's going to do it for us. You can continue all night long, all the way up till kickoff tomorrow to get your picks in. Paul Feinbaum is coming up next on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Hunting and tailgating season is on us, and at Woody Anderson